so the Indigenous artwork slowly but surely makes its way into mainstream Australia. And the reason why I've asked David along today is because David is at the present stage being incredibly generous with the people of Queensland and Australia by learning in perpetuity a really major collection of Indigenous art. And behind us here is a little bit of the taste of the style that David has been collecting. And a very small but a significant part is very close to the G20 room collection in the convention centre. And David, I would invite you to just talk about some of the driving factors behind that particular collection sitting in the, is it the Lyric Theatre or the?
Part of the collection is at QPAC, and it's in the foyer of QPAC. So people going to the Lyric Theatre or the Cremorne, etc., get to see something. First of all, I want to congratulate you for sitting on all those rocks in the outback. I think that image is going to stick with me at least for the rest of the day, but for a long time.
The sacrifice must be incredible.
No, that was above and beyond the call. Just a quick question too, before commenting about the work that might be in QPAC. Is there a catalogue of the work that was presented at Expo '88, the Indigenous work? Did that ever happen? Does anyone know?
There were 27 pieces, 18 in the G20 room. I'm assuming the other 9 are actually hung at the convention centre, but they are 9 out of about another 50, and I don't know which 9 they are. I've actually sent off Philip an email requesting a catalogue.
Okay.
And Philip, as you know, incredibly busy person, not only with his commercial life, but with his philanthropic work. And so, yes, he will no doubt come back. Doubly so when I send him an email saying I've mentioned him in a YouTube.
That will get his attention.
It will indeed.
No, he has contributed a great deal to Brisbane and indeed to Australia with his generous donations and contributions. The work that I have lent to these institutions, universities, Queensland Performing Arts Centre and other places is basically a desire to see the magnificent special work that has been created by Aboriginal peoples, mostly of the central part of Australia, but First Nation people throughout the length of this country are producing some of the best artwork in the world, and we have to convince ourselves as Australians of that fact. I've been to exhibitions in Hong Kong, Tokyo, New York and London of Indigenous work. There are galleries in Paris that are devoted solely to Australian, Indigenous, Central Australian mostly, Indigenous artwork. That's all they do. And they're not tourist galleries. These are for high-end clients who understand that Indigenous art is incredibly contemporary. These sorts of works look very modern, but they have layers of history that we can't begin to comprehend that lie beneath the symbols and the marks that are made on the canvas. So, in my opinion, these works are not just the equal of a Jackson Pollock or a Mark Rothko. Pollock and Rothko don't have the layers of history and meaning in their work, in their abstract work that these do. And the works that, through your good officers and Philip Bacon, are now at the Convention Centre, will stand the test of time. Art can be a very time-dependent sort of commodity. Something that's in fashion today isn't necessarily in fashion tomorrow, but these works are eternal. A lot of them are about the stories of Indigenous people, the dreamings, that are really epic paintings. There are paintings here of the Seven Sisters creation story. They are powerful works, and as Australians, I think we have a responsibility to ourselves and to our country to understand the dreamings, the spirit of our First Nation people. So I want to thank you for the contribution you have made and let's hope that more and more Australians will understand what a very special asset we have as a people and as artwork.